Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays in the Atlantico, a tier 8 battleship. I'm on the map north. It's unfortunately a standard battle. There is a sub. Thankfully we have at least dodged the carriers. Now there are two destroyers here on this flank that have been raided by the Baltimore. Baltimore is doing a good job here, I have to say. That is always nice to see. Now, since this is a standard battle and there's no objective to fight over, I'm just slowly making my way forward. Now, there are two destroyers around, but currently they should be too far away to torpedo me. Of course, this might change, but I'm also not detected right now. I have the Baltimore with me, who is, whose radar is now on cooldown, but it will eventually be ready again. And we have Viper here to provide some spotting. Meanwhile, SJR is arriving here as well, and with their support... Wait, what are those torps?
Torpedos bem à frente.
Shouldn't be destroyer torps. What did we have here? Asturias or something? So there's probably a cruiser torpedoing. The torpedoes ran out, so we should be fine. Anyway, there is a Shiratsuyu that is trying to go behind this island, but will it succeed? No. Well, that is a good start. Now the Mars is still around, but it's being cornered. Of course it's a Mars, so it has Hydro. But I'm not sure if that will protect it from our combined forces. Meanwhile, there is an Asturias coming around here. I expect there are torpedoes, so my idea is to go around, to go forward a little bit more and then use this part of the island here. My secondaries are helping against the Mars as well. I'm gonna focus there, but it's dead before I can use my primary guns. So far so good. So I've made it behind this little outcrop of an island here, which I hope stops fish, but we haven't seen any from the Asturias so far. But there is that. Meanwhile, the battleship here, the Nagato, is full broadside. Unfortunately, my guns don't want to sink in, which is a bit of a shame. My secondaries are focusing the Asturias. There is the fish that I've been expecting. Now the Nagato is gonna come around, so I'm gonna focus on that. Is it getting topped? I think it's slowing down too much. So I'm gonna switch my secondaries over to the Nagato, and maybe I can get citadels this time around. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I need my front guns to clear the island, and then we aim, and I only get one hit. Did you see how high? I didn't even aim fully waterline because I was aware that shells like to... Wait, what? Apparently I sunk a Warspite. Apparently I sunk a Warspite. Oh well, so the Warspite was where the Asturias was, somewhere behind this island, and I think it was a fire. So at some point the secondary shell of my ship hit the Warspite, set it on fire and burned it. Anyway. Where was I? Yes, so I even aimed a little bit high because I know how unreliable shells are in this game these days. And still 3 shells fell short, right, when I tried to hit the Nagato at this close range. Oh well. Anyway. So, never got any citadels into the Nagato, but never really got that great of a hit into it. But I was angered, it was broadside, and, you know, it just fell eventually. And I had help. Now, there is a lightning, and it's not moving. Now, considering the way the ship is pointed, it must have moved at some point, right? But it seems AFK right now. It's... I mean, I'm taking a little bit of a risk if it's actually launching torpedoes, right? I would be a prime target for this. But it's not shooting, it's not moving, like its gun, its turrets are not moving, so I think it's disconnected. It must have moved at some point, right? Because otherwise the nose would be pointing north. But yeah. Well, free kill, I suppose. Which actually brings me to 4. So this Asturias could be my Kraken. Shells are out. It's on very low health. And only 1 hit. Well, technically 2. The other one didn't do any damage. Okay, let's try again. Meanwhile, this battle is... Oh, 1 ricochet. Yeah, I'm not getting this Kraken, am I? So, meanwhile... we are winning this pretty heavily. There isn't really much risk of anything. And this time it seems that I've underestimated... Well, I've mistakenly thought it was turning more towards the right. But it did turn back. And now I'm gonna hack the mines, I suppose. And this time RNG just struggled. So yeah, you know, I mean it's the usual, right? There are some ships though. There is a Ventu and there is whatever the other one was. Now we are taking their cap, so they'll probably just run away and cry. Meanwhile, that Asturias is at 145 hit points. It's not just me who is having terrible luck at hitting it. So, yeah. Wait, is that Ventu? No, the Ventu is pointing away. And oh, I got my Kraken. I actually got my Kraken. Now, this game has been going for like 9 minutes, right? And we've been pushing this cap pretty much all this time. We've been inside this cap for a while, which explains why no enemy is actually trying to defend. It's such a hard concept, right? Especially if you're so close to the cap. You could actually go back and defend, get a little bit of fighting in, possibly even, you know, stop the enemy from, like, win. I mean, you know, we are going to win. As delay us from winning. Or you could just sit somewhere, do absolutely nothing, and just, I don't know, cry. Is that what the enemy is doing? Just sitting there behind the island crying. Oh, the Ventu is actually pointing this way. Holy shit. I mean, it's a few minutes too late, but did it actually figure out where the enemy is? So my secondaries are gonna get another workout. The Baltimore has been taken out. Now we'll just see if we can sink the Ventu before this is over. Oh well. Yeah, those were 4 ricochets. I should have aimed a little bit higher. Obviously I can't go through the nose. I need to hit the superstructure. Oh well, the turret, right? I mean, knocking out the turret could be something we do. Not that it matters. Mostly my secondaries are just gonna farm it anyway. My main guns are just here for moral support. And can I get it? Yes, I can. Well, that's 6 kills now. So, this was a game in the Atlantico that turned out relatively well, I suppose. I mean, the enemy was... a bunch of paid actors, I guess. So, a lot of my damage came from my secondary guns. My main guns were actually pretty depressing. When you look at the amount of damage I did, I mean, when you look at how few shells actually connected and then the damage they did, and then you remember that I had some broadsides to shoot at, that you see the knockout, so in like full broadside coming around. And yeah, right, it's not really that much. But hey, it's World of Warships for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see ya next time.